because everything is so real. There's nothing fake around it. Everything is really real, so you just feel like you're actually experiencing what she's experiencing, and you are.
I mean, that's one of the best things about the show, particularly for the fans. It definitely has the look it's filmed on location and not filmed like in studio backlot or under sort of like, you know, sterile conditions. And the looks between the costumes, the sets, the props, everything looks great. That's something I wanted to ask all the cast members. Do you have your own favourite set of props? I mean, obviously some of the ones get to use their own swords, and particularly because it is like a sword and shield sort of Celtic epic. I mean, do you have your own sort of this is my favourite sword, I want to sort of keep it to myself and not let anybody else play with it, so to speak?
Arya's got needle, and there's lots of different copies because some of them are rubber, because if you have it on you the whole day, you've got to be careful because there could be the wall behind you and things, and it is sharp, so. But there's loads of different ones, but there's only one original, and that's my favourite thing. It's really nice.
Is that sort of like under lock and key in your trailer?
No, I don't actually look after it. They look after it somewhere else, but yeah, it's whenever they bring it out, it's like little kid in the suit shop, like.
Do you prefer your filming needle or the one that George sent you?
I think, I don't know. I got the other one at home up on the wall, but I think I enjoy the one for the series just because I've used it to kill someone.
Good answer.
Is it lighter?
Yeah, a lot lighter, but it could do some damage, so I'm going to be careful. But
If you're quick enough.
so watch out.
If the stable boy is slow enough.
Mine is probably the doll that Ned gives Sansa.
Which she hates.
Which she hates, but I love.
It was really cool.
It was really sweet, and I felt so bad doing that scene. But yeah, it's my favourite, and I haven't really had much chance to, you know, actually be with the doll as a prop. But it kind of sticks in my memory. It reminds me of Sean.
I remember that scene where Arya throws Joffrey's sword in the river after that big argument and things. There was the little wineskin thing. It's because they take a swig of the wine at the beginning of the scene and Sophie wouldn't put it down, and then all between takes she was like blowing in it, and it was annoying everyone. But, no, that's okay. It's okay.
It's fun. I can't resist.
Well, I have two favourite props. One, I'm not really comfortable talking about for obvious reasons, and two, is my little satchel because I keep my mobile on, so it's handy for hiding it on set.
So you had tech you were actually holding while filming. You were holding like technical.
Yeah. And I've carried more than just mine.
Hopefully your phone didn't go off in the middle of the scene.
Oh no, I'm not that.
Or was Hodor playing Angry Birds in the background?
Yeah, we're very technologically advanced in Winterfell these days. But yeah, I've carried more than my phone in there in the past. I shouldn't say this. Yeah, this is not going to go down well. But yeah, I like my other prop. I'm hoping to put it on eBay someday.
Obviously with season 1 just finished and sort of broadcast and being well received, you're well into filming season 2. What was it like returning back, particularly for the young cast member, to just feel experienced filming it, and also for yourself, Chris? I mean, you're coming from a DJ background, really. I mean, it must be a complete new experience to have this whole, you've just finished season 1, well received, everybody loves it, and now the sort of like the pressure's on you to make it just as equally as good season 2. I mean, how do you respond to that?
You're working with such an amazing team. They created this whole world, and they've done it again for season 2. It doesn't feel any different. In fact, it may even feel better, to be honest. They're really working their asses off. Anything that needed to be sort of reproduced for season 2, it's been done. It's absolutely identical. Like even the most nitpicking fan is not going to be able to see any difference. It's incredible. It's mind-boggling.
It's interesting when you say nitpicking fan. I mean,
well, I would be a nitpicking fan with my shows.
I mean, it's
to be honest.
I think Game of Thrones is also developing that sort of fan base like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings has sort of had for years. And obviously, because it's a new show, I mean, obviously we're only getting really used to the visuals of it. But I mean, I think it's going to be one of those shows that's going to be going on for a number of years. And particularly even if it should finish after maybe 3 or 4 seasons, I mean, it'll still be carrying on for many years to come. People with the fan base for it. I know, seeing for myself, when you're reading the book and you're sort of saying what the actual Winterfell's like, and then you see it on screen, it just sort of does bring it all to life.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're working in that sort of set. Is there any sort of thing that you sort of looked at and you go, actually, that would look really well in my fireplace at home, or I could love to have that in my bedroom?
I would like one of the dogs, to be honest, but I think you beat me to it.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually planned to get one from season 1, but yeah.
Yeah, same.
Thanks.
What about the younger cast? I mean, is there anything you've sort of seen, obviously prop-wise, that you say, oh, that would look really well in my bedroom, or I could really impress my friends with that, but, you know, sort of wait till the director and producers aren't really looking, and then take it back to the trailer?
In season 1, Arya's in her room a lot, and there's a little table. I don't know if you got to see it, but it's got loads of little ornaments like elephants and things on, and it had a little sort of charcoal drawing on it.
Right.
I'd love to take that home, but no, they didn't let me. But maybe this season. But no, it's really nice, and it was kind of like my room, I guess. Everything was left everywhere and stuff like that. But it was nice. It was nice that it wasn't just a room. It had things in it that sort of had been lived in, if you know what I mean.
Well, did you actually get to sort of personalise your room at all? I mean, obviously because it's a big integral part of the actual plot sort of thing. We're spending so much time there. I mean, could you sort of like, when they're raising things around, sort of move things around and say, oh, I like that there, and might sort of like a hairbrush or something, sort of...
They actually asked what colour I'd like my room, which is pretty cool. So I said green, because green's my favourite colour. And I got a little green room, which was, yeah, it was nice. But I don't know if that was sort of a planned thing. I don't think they knew what colour they were going to do it. So they asked me and they did a green one.
Maisie, talk a little bit about the scene with Kit, the farewell scene with Jon, which everyone, that touched everyone. I mean, there was a lot of people. I mean, I covered Twitter when the show premiered. The first episode, the second episode, and you see little Twitter spikes when certain things happen. You know, when Sophie, face down with Joffrey on the bridge, you saw this big spike, go, 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 But there's like this collective, oh no, will we ever see her again?
This is the last question.
Oh, sorry.
Because we've got to wind it up. So I'll just let you respond.
Well, yeah, it was actually, it was sort of thrown in. It was scheduled to be in a different place to where it actually was. And it was thrown in, and we actually got told, well, I was at school and coming home on the bus, I got a call from Mum, and she was saying, well, you're going out tonight because you've got to do that scene tomorrow. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was a bit worried because I sort of just got back into school and it was just sort of getting going. And then I had to do this scene, and I thought it was going to be in a while, so I sort of prepared for it, but it was sort of thrown at me. Yeah, it was a really nice scene, and it really helped Kit being there because it's nerve-wracking working with Sean. So, and with Kit, I don't know, I just felt I could sort of talk to him a bit more because it was more of a, like, not being rude, but like same age type thing. And but yeah, I'm really glad that people like. Sorry.
You alright?
No.
Shaggy Dog did it.
But no, I'm really glad that people enjoyed it because it was sort of thrown in at the last minute, and I was kind of worried about it. But I think it was one of Arya's best scenes, and I'm glad that everyone enjoyed it because I wanted them to. It was one of the scenes that really counted.
Yeah, I kind of cried in that one.
All those farewell scenes were tough, especially if you know that you may not see these people ever again.
Yeah,
even as an actor, because you get along well with certain people, no matter how their characters are. I mean, I'm sure Sophie gets along really well with Joffrey's actor in real life.
He's so lovely.
Right.
Yeah,
and then he turns around and he's like the most hated person,
I know.
Right.
He's brilliant.
He's very good.
It's funny because when I tell people like at school and that, like, actually he's a really nice guy, and everyone sort of half doesn't believe me.
Yeah.
It's like the Draco Malfoy effect, isn't it? Right.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of comparisons to Draco.
Well, it's not bad. Tom Felton's not a bad actor.
Tom Felton.
Oh, we have an exclusive here. All right. Top 3 Sophie crushes.
Yeah. Not on my top 3.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Justin Bieber and Eminem, that's the top 2. I know.
Yeah.
Wow, that's opposite sides of the spectrum there. Justin Bieber and Eminem.
now you're really excited.